Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to another round of candle reviews. I hope you are having a great start to your day. So I actually have 3 videos that are all ready to go. So I've decided to space them evenly throughout the day today. I have a ton of candles that I am still in the process of reviewing that are, kind of from around the fall time. And then also there's a bunch of holiday candles that I've started burning, and I cannot believe how fast just this past month has gone. But you guys, we are almost in November, so I need to really hop on it in terms of cranking these reviews out before they kind of become irrelevant for the season already. So hopefully you guys are excited for some candle reviews because there are a number of them coming down the pipeline. So 3 today. The first one we're going to be talking about is obviously of HomeWorx Tiramisu, which is a repackage. A little bit later on today, you will also see a review of one of the last Cheerful Giver candles that I have left to upload a review of. And then also the very last video of the day will be of another one of the Kringle Holiday 2023 fragrances. So all right, you guys, let's go ahead and dive in first with Tiramisu from HomeWorx. This is a repackage, so this was released in the past. I don't think that I reviewed it in the past. I feel like I don't remember having this. And I think the reason that I actually avoided it was because when the reviews were coming in the last go around, people were saying that it was quite light in terms of strength and throw. So this time around, I was actually sent this as PR, so I didn't pay for this candle here, but all opinions are still my own, and I am going to express those. And unfortunately, I don't have the best review of this one. I do and I don't. So in terms of the fragrance itself, let me just say that I think this is one of the most delicious, most authentic tiramisu home fragrance products that I've ever smelled. It smells exactly like the real thing. You can smell the lady fingers, you can smell the espresso, you can smell the cocoa. It is basically a tiramisu in candle format in terms of the fragrance itself. But you guys, it's the strength and throw that is really struggling once again on this one. So this is where I think a lot of people have, problems with HomeWorx still, is that the consistency isn't there. I recently reviewed a candle that actually had pretty decent strength and throw from HomeWorx. I will link that review in the comments down below. But this one is almost polar opposite of that. So I am still going to handle this like my regular review format. So I do want to read through the fragrance notes. I've already kind of told you what this smells like, but let's, formally go through that. And then we'll talk numbers in terms of strength and throw, and we'll just talk overall burn quality here. Okay, so tiramisu. Whipped mascarpone, which is a type of cheese. So we've got the whipped mascarpone, we've got espresso beans, ladyfingers, and vanilla bean. So yeah, basically you smell that ladyfinger like cookie type note, which is sweet. You can almost kind of smell even the sugar crystals that are often on top of ladyfingers. You can get that beautiful espresso note. It's not the most prominent thing about this candle. I would say actually that cocoa, that dusting of cocoa is a little bit more prominent than the espresso, but I definitely smell that espresso. And in terms of the mascarpone, there is this like really sweet, almost like whipped type filling fragrance that comes off of this for me. It just smells really delicious. It honestly smells like tiramisu. There is an Italian restaurant here in town that Craig and I like to go to sometimes. They have amazing tiramisu and it's a must-have every time we go. And this smells almost spot on for that dessert. So in terms of authenticity, this gets like multiple thumbs up for me. But let's talk strength and throw, you guys, because that is just not great at all. The strength, I would maybe put at about a 3. Like, I really have to be in the same room, standing in the same vicinity as the candle for me to even really be able to get a substantial whiff of it. And the throw is almost non-existent as well. And what the real bummer is that those are the numbers that I actually got when I had it in a hurricane. And typically when it comes to HomeWorx candles, if you're struggling with them, putting them in a hurricane helps to amplify the strength and throw just a little bit. Like, it really wasn't doing much for this one. And it's such a bummer because it is such a great fragrance. Just in terms of the blend that the perfumers came up with, this is it. Like, it's perfect. But why is it not, like, why can't I smell it? Which is the whole purpose of spending money on a candle like this, right? Like, if you're going to purchase a tiramisu candle, the assumption will be, oh, I want my house to also smell like tiramisu. And you're just not gonna get it from this one. And it really doesn't sound like that is much of a change from what the issue was the last go around with tiramisu. So while I would say this is a really great scent, I cannot, like, you know, give the thumbs up in terms of picking this up if you are looking for a significant strength and throw. I don't think you're gonna find it here. And honestly, from what I've heard kind of across the board is that that's the same experience that a lot of other people are having. So it's really too bad. I hope, again, they keep this in the fragrance library lineup for another potential release, but they have to do something different with the formulation here because it's really not an improvement in terms of strength and throw from the last go around, from what I'm understanding. In terms of the overall burn, I feel like that's been okay. I'll give you guys an overhead view. I did just light this a few minutes ago. There is discoloration that's happening in the wax, and I think you can see a little bit of that, but that only started happening with the last burn. Typically, HomeWorx candles for me are lit for no more than about 3.5 hours. This one did go for 4 hours yesterday, and that's when I noticed some of this discoloration coming off the wicks. So limit your burn with the HomeWorx candles. Follow their instructions for sure, and you'll get the best burn. But I don't love this discoloration that's coming off the wicks. So my bad a little bit there, but it shouldn't be that bad after just burning it for 4 hours. So overall, I think there's some improvements that can still happen with this one, and I hope that they still, you know, keep it around. But that being said, in its current format, I wouldn't pick this up unless you're getting it on a significant discount. I did not try melting this underneath one of my lamps. It could have potentially performed better there, but I wanted to review it in its candle format. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Hopefully maybe saved you a couple bucks on this one. Yeah, let me know what your experience is with tiramisu in the comments down below. And obviously make sure you're subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.